Yeah, this is Dave from cheapbooks.com playing World of Tanks. The tank I'm playing is the SU100. It's a Russian Tier 6 tank destroyer, and the map is Sand River. I do kind of like these types of tank destroyers. I really did not like the ARL V39, which is right next to me. It was a very difficult tank to play. The big turret on top was a big issue. As you can see, I'm going up into the cliffs area. I almost never go into the cliffs, and I don't like playing up there. I have the feeling that I'm only going to be up there a short time. You know, I just occasionally I will try doing something a little different. Normally I go to the center of the map. I think this was probably when I was trying to get used to playing this tank. But now I would play it absolutely differently, because I have a much better understanding of how the tank works. The key issue with being up here is that you're too far away, so you don't have the range to hit tanks, even if they're spotted. For example, you can see there's a tank over there that's a Rudy, and if you look, well, it's off the map now. Okay, so I did get a kill. But what will happen is you'll see tanks on the map that you can't hit from this location. And when that happens, you know, you have really no choice but to move. And I really don't like being in the back field. When you compute the experience for the game, the people who get the most experience are the ones who are on the front lines, who are spotting tanks and shooting at tanks at close range. You get a lot more experience. When you're far away, you get a lot less experience. It's actually a 3-to-1 difference. Okay, now here's an example. You can see that's an SU-85. Let's see if we can figure out the distance. He's at 460 meters. But you can see on the mini-map there's a medium tank that's behind him. And we can't see him in the view screen. So that's why I don't advocate being all the way back here, because some tanks are just going to be out of your range. You can't shoot at them. You want to be closer in order to be able to hit those tanks. So again, if you look at the mini-map, you'll notice that in that region there is a upside-down triangle, which is a tank destroyer, the SU-85, and then there's 2 stripes, which is a medium tank that you cannot see in front of me, which puts you at a disadvantage. You can see that the enemy, I'm sorry, my allies are shooting at him. Gotcha. Okay, so that's 2 kills. There's a medium tank out there we got to go find. And because my team is advancing on the west side, it's going to be more and more difficult to be all the way in the back. Okay, so finally we can see that there is a Ram 2. But again, if you look at the minimap, you can see that there's a second tank behind him that I can't see because I'm too far away. So it's very important to get close to the enemy. I would say pay attention to this tank over here, the T-67. Where he is looks like a wonderful spot for the assaulting team. And I think that instead of camping up there, I would advise people to come all the way down here to this ridge and use that slope in order to attack the tanks that line up over here on this ridge. Score is 6-3. We've got 6.5 minutes left.
Ready to fire. Penetration. Where'd they go?
I probably should have taken another shot. Could have easily killed him, even though he wasn't spotted. You'll note that my allies are all going that way. I would not follow them. Whatever they find, the first guy is going to more likely to get all the kills. And if you're following them from behind, you're just a Johnny-come-lately. You know, you don't want that. So I'm going to take the shortest path I can get there. Obviously, it's going to be more risk for me, but there's also more rewards.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is destroyed.
Nice, got 3 kills. Score is 9-3. We had the bulk of our forces came on the west side, and that's the way you want to play these types of things. It's better to have everybody on the same side, all advancing at once, more likely to push through the enemy's defenses. And you'll hear me say it, you know, if you want to kill tanks, you got to chase them down. There's another SU100. Obviously, I should have rammed him. He only had 10 hit points. Probably wouldn't have made a difference.
Permission to engage. They're knocked out. Target acquired.
Now, if you pay attention to my ammo, I'm sorry, where it reloads, there's a reload indicator. And what I do is, while it's reloading, I roll back, and then when it's about halfway, I start rolling forward again. And so this way, when I get to the top, I'm going to be reloaded.
Target released.
Oh, too bad I missed. I'm still advancing, using the slope to hide as a little bit of cover. You'll note that what I did, I didn't go down the middle. If I went down the middle, I would have been more exposed. I used the curvature of the slope. You'll hear me say it in a lot of games. It's better to stay on the slopes than down below here in the lower part. And certainly you don't want to go up on the top. You're really going to be exposed up there. But over here, the curvature in front of me gives me a little bit of added protection that you don't get when you're down here. Kind of like that. The enemy is going to see less of my tank. If I were down below, he would see my whole tank. And keep on advancing using the curvature of the land to give you a little bit of extra protection. Too bad that was a lousy shot.
Target acquired. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
You'll notice that I stopped, when I stopped, it allowed my vehicle to aim in to be more accurate, so that I increase the chance that the shot will go directly to the center of the vehicle. Okay, so that's the game. The score was 15-5. The tank was the SU100. I only had 16 hit points left. You got to keep on advancing. Sometimes I will retreat and hide when I have lower hit points, but it's the end of the game. I would certainly not do it at the end of the game. The tank is the SU100. This is a Russian Tier 6 tank destroyer. The map is Sand River. I got 5 kills. If you're interested in joining my clan, it's CBKS. And we also have CBKS2. And if you like to play SPG, we have a clan called CBSPG. And you don't have to play SPG 100% of the time, but we look for people to play about 15% of the time. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.